Hi, I'm Vic Domain, the head groundsman here at the Riverside, Chester Street, the home of Durham County Cricket Club. It's late March 2024, the start of another cricket season. We've had endless amounts of water ever since October last year. It just doesn't seem to have stopped raining, and that seems to be the case across the country. And one of the biggest problems that all groundsmen have now, due to the eradication of chemicals and what have you, is worm activity on the grounds. And I think I probably get more questions from local groundsmen about what can we do with worms than any other aspect around groundsmanship. And this has been a problem for some time now, and it's getting worse and worse, particularly with these wetter winters as we've had this time. The activity all across the ground here has been enormous. And one thing that I've been looking at is using the Green Tech flicker brush, which has actually been great for us, even in the conditions that we've had, because every other sort of brush that we've used is it lays the worm cast down, so it just smears them. Whereas the flicker brush, because of the way it's designed, it tends to break the worm casts up, and that results in a much better cut on the grass. But not only that, also our mowers, which, if we're cutting through, our outfield is a sand construction, if we're cutting sand all of the time, it dulls our mowers off in no time, and it's costing us a fortune in servicing and sharpening the machines every so often to keep it going. So the flicker brush, in breaking up the worm cast, actually disperses them and means that we're actually cutting grass rather than cutting soil, which is a lot better for our machines, obviously, and is very cost effective. So from a head groundsman's point of view, it's a particularly good thing. But I'm going to pass over to Barry, my colleague, who's been using the flicker brush since we've had it on trial here for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and he's going to talk about some of the things that he's found with it.
Yeah, so as Vic said, it's probably been one of the wettest winters that I've ever known, and coupled that with the worm activity that we've had, again, I'll echo what Vic said. The wear and tear on our machines is costing us a fortune, as well as when you're cutting worm casts and sand, the appearance of the actual outfield as well, you know, when it drops clumps, or affecting the height of cut when it's all collecting on the rollers of your machines. I've thoroughly enjoyed using it, to be fair. The quality of cut that we've had is so much better, the consistency of cut also, as well as the appearance, and we have been using it in some of the wettest conditions that we've had this winter. So as you can see behind us, we've just done a quick strip with the flicker brush just through some of our worm activity there. And we actually had 8 mil of rain last night, and it's still doing a really good job. What we like about the brush is that it runs on wheels, so that the bristles just slightly skim across the surface, breaking up the worm casts and not digging in too deep. But these wheels can be altered also, so you can use it a bit more harsh if you wanted. You can actually drop the brushes into the surface of your soil. You can use it for brushing in top dressing. You can go against the pattern of your cut to stand the grass back up. Yeah, it's, again, really enjoyed using it. I think it's been a valuable piece of machinery that we've had for the last couple of weeks, and we've been looking forward to using it some more.
There are, of course, various products on the market which are supposedly able to control worms. I'm talking mainly of soil conditioners. You can't put down sprays now to eradicate worms, which is, in my opinion, a good thing, because I actually still want the worms in the ground. I think the worms do a heck of a lot of good for the earth, in that they gives some natural aeration. They eat up some of the thatch that's in there, so I actually want them. I don't want to kill the worms. So what we're finding with the flicker brush, and what we're hoping, is this is going to work in conjunction with the worms. Yes, we will always have the worm casts, but the flicker brush enables us to break those casts up, to carry on mowing, and to present the ground in the best possible condition, exactly how we would like it to be seen, particularly for big games, for our internationals when we're on television. So for us it's a great tool, but I think not only at this level of cricket, I think across the board, as I said earlier, we get so many questions about worm casts. I think even in a village club, if people were able to access one of those, it would save a heck of a lot of time and help them all with the with going about their working day.